Shannon Richardson, known for her role in The Vampire Diaries, shocked the world in 2014 when she admitted to sending poisonous letters laced with ricin to then-President Barack Obama. The letters originated from Shreveport, Louisiana, and were part of a disturbing plot to cause harm. Investigators discovered that Richardson had recently purchased castor beans, which are used to make ricin, and had tried to frame her husband for the crime. After facing the possibility of a life sentence, Richardson pled guilty and was sentenced to 18 years in prison, along with a $367,000 restitution. Her story serves as a chilling reminder of the dark side of fame and the consequences of a twisted path. Ryan Grantham, a star from Riverdale, went from a seemingly innocent child actor to a convicted murderer. At just 21 years old, Grantham murdered his mother, Barbara White, with a gunshot to the back of her head. His confession revealed a disturbing plan to assassinate Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and carry out a school shooting. Authorities intervened before further harm could occur, and Grantham was sentenced to life in prison. His tragic fall from stardom is a haunting reminder of how far someone can fall. Zach Avery, a producer known for Minamata, became embroiled in a massive Ponzi scheme, deceiving investors out of millions of dollars. Avery and his associates falsely promised film distribution deals with major networks like HBO and Netflix. The scheme raised $650 million, but when the truth was uncovered, Avery was sentenced to prison for defrauding investors out of $200 million. He was also ordered to pay approximately $230 million in restitution, highlighting the severe consequences of financial fraud. Michael Jace, best known for his role in The Shield, was convicted of the murder of his wife, April Jace, in 2014. After she expressed her intent to divorce him, Michael shot her in front of their children in a fit of rage. Despite his public image as a law enforcement officer on screen, Jace's real-life actions were far darker. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison, serving as a stark reminder of the dangerous consequences of domestic violence. William Hayden, a former star of Sons of Guns, saw his career collapse in 2014 after accusations of sexual assault surfaced. Hayden was accused of abusing two young girls, and despite his denials, the mounting evidence led to his conviction. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. His downfall serves as a chilling reminder of the perils of living a double life. Allison Mack, once a star on Smallville, became infamous for her involvement in a sex trafficking operation. She played a significant role in recruiting women into the group DOS, where they were subjected to abuse and manipulation. After her arrest, Mack cooperated with authorities and was sentenced to a reduced term for her cooperation, but her early release sparked public outrage. Her case serves as a sobering reminder of the dangers of manipulation and the complex nature of accountability. Drew Drexel, a champion from American Ninja Warrior, faced serious charges for illegal sexual conduct with a young woman in New Jersey. The accusations came to light in 2019, and Drexel now faces charges of child pornography and sexual abuse. His career, once on the rise, is now in jeopardy, serving as a cautionary tale of the dangers of exploiting others under the guise of fame. Kane Walker, an actor best known for his role in Superfly, was arrested in 2018 after accusations of sexual misconduct surfaced. 4 models came forward, claiming that Walker had exploited them with promises of career opportunities. In 2019, he was convicted of 9 felony counts and sentenced to 50 years in prison. His story serves as a reminder that fame does not shield anyone from the law. Joe Exotic, the infamous figure from Tiger King, went from being a charismatic animal lover to a convicted criminal. In 2018, Exotic was arrested for attempting to hire a hitman to kill animal rights activist Carole Baskin. Investigations revealed that he had been involved in various illegal activities, including animal abuse. He was sentenced to 22 years in prison, later reduced to 21 years. His saga continues to captivate the public's imagination with its bizarre twists and turns. Skylar Julius Dean, once a promising actor, fell into infamy after he and his wife Jennifer Dean murdered an elderly couple, Thomas and Jackie Hawks, in 2004. The couple had attempted to sell their yacht, which Dean and his wife wanted to steal. They brutally murdered the Hawks by tying them up and throwing them overboard. Skylar was sentenced to death, though the penalty was never carried out due to California's moratorium on the death penalty. Skylar later transitioned and now goes by Skylar Preciosa Dean. This story marks a tragic journey from actor to notorious criminal. Paul Tuttle Sr., the founder of Orange County Choppers, faced legal troubles despite his success in the motorcycle manufacturing industry. While building a successful business, Tuttle encountered several legal hurdles. His story is a testament to resilience, showing that even those with remarkable careers can face challenges that test their character. Zara Fithian, a Marvel actress, was accused in 2022 of abusing a young girl. Fithian, along with her husband Mark, was charged with 14 counts of inappropriate behavior. Zara was sentenced to 8 years in prison, while Mark received a 5-year sentence. The case highlighted the disturbing issues of abuse and exploitation, and the legal consequences were severe for the couple. Amy Elkan, once a beloved actress, saw her life take a tragic turn after being involved in a fatal crash in 2010. After drinking heavily at a party, Amy drove recklessly, causing a crash that killed a woman named Helen. Her blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. Initially sentenced to 3 years, her sentence was later increased to 8 years after appeals. Amy's case serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of impaired driving. Jared Fogle, the former face of Subway, was convicted in 2015 after disturbing details about his behavior came to light. Fogle had been involved in a child pornography case, and his arrest followed an investigation that uncovered his crimes. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison, marking the fall of a public figure who had once inspired millions. Harvey Weinstein, the powerful Hollywood producer, saw his empire crumble after a series of sexual assault allegations were made public in 2017. Weinstein was convicted of third-degree rape and first-degree criminal sexual assault in 2020. He was sentenced to 23 years in prison, and his legal troubles continued with a second trial in Los Angeles. His downfall was a pivotal moment in the Me Too movement, exposing the systemic abuse of power in Hollywood. Todd and Julie Chrisley, stars of the reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, were convicted in 2022 on charges of fraud, tax evasion, and wire fraud. Todd was sentenced to 12 years in prison, and Julie received a 7-year sentence. Despite their public image, their legal troubles exposed the cracks in their lavish lifestyle, and the couple's case serves as a reminder of the consequences of financial crimes. Jen Shah, known for her role in The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, was arrested in 2021 for her involvement in a large-scale fraud scheme targeting vulnerable people, particularly the elderly. She was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Shah's case highlights the impact of fraud and the severe legal consequences of exploiting others. Bill Cosby, once hailed as America's dad, saw his career collapse in 2018 after being convicted of aggravated sexual assault. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but his case was overturned in 2021 due to a prior agreement made during the prosecution. Despite his legal release, Cosby's reputation was permanently tarnished, and his story serves as a cautionary tale about unchecked power and the importance of accountability. Bill Cosby, once hailed as America's dad, saw his career collapse in 2018 after being convicted of aggravated sexual assault. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but his case was overturned in 2021 due to a prior agreement made during the prosecution. Despite his legal release, Cosby's reputation was permanently tarnished, and his story serves as a cautionary tale about unchecked power and the importance of accountability.